guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shaneil, for real. What was that? So today I'm gonna be doing a pregnancy update, and this is from week 20 to week 30. I'm currently 31 weeks, so I have like a little time left. I actually feel like the weeks are going by so fast, like I cannot wait. I know I promised to do like monthly updates when I first announced that I was pregnant, but y'all, it's so hard for me to get up and record a video. So I'm like, how am I gonna do this? I'm just gonna do 20 weeks to 30 weeks. As you guys may or may not know, in my first trimester leading on to like up to, let's say 17, 18 weeks, let's say 20 weeks, 19 weeks maybe. Leading up to 19 weeks, I had nausea. I was throwing up, I was sick. I could not function. So I already spoke about my morning sickness story. I have a whole video on that, so if you want to know what happened during that time, you can watch that video. I'll leave the link down below. So we're not gonna talk about the bad times, we're gonna talk about the good times. So let me just give a little recap, like a little recap for my first trimester leading up to 19 weeks when I was sick. So I was just throwing up everything. During that time, my husband was like, why don't you start spitting, you know, so you can get the nasty taste out your mouth every time you throw up. Like, why don't you start spitting? Because, you know, a lot of pregnant people, they spit for a reason. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start spitting. And ever since that, I've been walking around with a spit bottle, guys. Like, it's the most disgusting thing. Like, I used to be able to fill up 2.5 bottles, like water bottles of spit each day, but now it's like to hair. So I'm thankful for that. I was also sensitive to smells, foods. Like, I was so sensitive to smell up to this day. Like, certain smells just turned me off. So moving on to 20 to 30 weeks. So during 20 weeks, I think that was the last time I threw up, but it wasn't because of morning sickness. I guess it was because I ate something bad. Like, I don't know how that happened, but I used to eat like bagel, egg, bacon and cheese every morning, and most mornings with some Snapple, like the peach Snapple. And like right after eating, I was sitting here on the couch and I just started sweating. Like, I just started sweating bullets, and my stomach started hurting so bad, and I just had to go handle some business. And while I'm handling business, I had to throw up. So that was in 20 weeks, and that never happened again until about 3 weeks ago. Like, I drank some, if you're Jamaican, you know what Horlicks is. It's this little milky tea. So it never happened again until I drank some Horlicks for breakfast. Like, it happened again. I was sitting right here in this same spot, started sweating bullets again. And then I had to, this time I didn't do the number 2. I only threw up. Like, I was standing there over the toilet, and I just, and everything came out my nose. Like, it came out my nose, like it just out of my nose. It was so scary. Like, I was sitting here thinking I was going into preterm labor because the pain was so severe. So the pain was so severe, like I actually thought it was time for me to have this baby. And you know, I texted my mom. I was like, I'm having really bad stomach pain right now. And of course, I don't know what contractions feel like, so I didn't know what it was. So I'm like, she's like, do you want me to take you to the hospital? And I'm like, I don't know if it's time for that as yet. So I'm just gonna sit here and bear this pain and see what happens, because I don't want to go to the hospital and then them tell me that, oh, it's just a stomach ache or something. But I ended up throwing up. and I felt better after that. And then the pain came back, and then I threw up again, and I just decided I'm just gonna sit in bed for the rest of the day and not eat anything to trigger whatever this is. So that was just that one day. So those are the only 2 times I threw up during, like, after 20 weeks. I'm also still sensitive to certain smells, like, you know, the purple and green Fabuloso, more so the purple one. Like, my mom uses that one, and whenever I go over to her house and I smell it, I have to go outside or something, guys. I even had some, and I'm so glad it was done by the time I came back home because I could not stand the smell of that. Like, the smell is just so disgusting to me. I ended up having to buy like all lemon scented cleaning products because anything else, like anything with the like sweet fragrance, it's so disgusting to me. So I have the lemon Fabuloso, the lemon like cleaning spray. I am still spitting. Up to this day, I'm still spitting. I'm not spitting as often as I used to. Like before, like in my first trimester, I used to wake up like with spit choking me, like because there was so much spit in my my mouth. But now I'm not spitting as often. The only time I spit a lot is like when I eat something and the aftertaste is in my mouth, like I have to spit, but it's not a lot. Like, as I said, I used to fill up like 1.5 bottles per day, but now it's like this much spit. So yeah, that is very nasty. Like, everywhere I used to go, I used to always have to have an empty water bottle to spit in. Even when I'm going in stores, I have to put like gum or candy in my mouth because I cannot bring that nasty spit bottle with me in the stores. So if I'm not chewing, I'm spitting. So I have to chew gum when I go into stores. But now I just put in like a mint in my mouth because gum actually makes my stomach hurt so bad. So I stopped eating gum. I just carry mints with me. My belly button, I was like, okay. I usually notice that pregnant women, their belly buttons start coming out like after a certain point. So I'm like, my belly button is not coming out. So after 25 weeks, that's when my belly button started coming out. So I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like now. Like, through my shirt, you can hardly see it, but oh, you guys just saw that? She just kicked. But this is what my belly button looks like right now. It's not out there, but I used to have an innie, like I could put this much on my finger in my belly button. So it's weird. Next thing is, I love oatmeal, guys. Like, I love oatmeal. I can eat oatmeal day and night. Like, I love oatmeal. Before I was pregnant, I don't think I used to eat oatmeal that much, but of course I liked it. But now, oh my gosh, I love oatmeal. I love oatmeal. Like, instead of eating cornmeal porridge, oatmeal. Oats porridge. Love. Like, I love oatmeal. I usually add strawberries or blueberries. And it's so funny because we call the baby Blueberry because when I just saw her on the monitor at 7 weeks, they said she was the size of a blueberry. So ever since that, we've been calling her Blueberry. So that's been her nickname since that day. Like, I am the one that used to be like, oh, Blueberry. But now my husband calls her Blueberry. My mom calls her Blueberry. So yeah, that's her nickname for now until she's born. Hopefully I don't call her Blueberry when she's born. I get nauseous when I'm hot or when I'm hungry. Like, I remember being out with my mom one day and like I already finished doing my shopping, so she had to do more stops, which I was not expecting. And I was in this dress with like long sleeves because it was cold in the morning, but then it got hot. So I was in the car and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm burning up. I am burning up. So I was just sitting there like going crazy. Like if I'm in the car too long waiting for somebody, I'm not one of those people that like to sit down in AC in the car. But now I'm like, I don't care, I'm wasting your gas. Okay? I am gonna waste your gas. If you want to take a long time, you're gonna come out here and have to push your car because I'm turning on the AC. I'm not sitting in a hot car. Okay? So when I get hot or when I get hungry, I get really nauseous. That one time that I was out with my mom, I actually did end up throwing up, but it was like a little, it wasn't a lot. So I actually threw up 3 times after like 20 weeks. I forgot that time, and I ended up having to throw up in like a plastic bag in the car. So if I'm hot, it's one thing. If I'm hungry, it's another thing. But pair those two together, it feels like I'm dying. It feels like I'm dying. I get really lightheaded really quick. So again, when I'm hot, like this mostly happens when I'm in the kitchen. Like when I'm in the kitchen cooking and I get really hot in there. If I'm hungry, like I wait until I'm hungry to cook something and I get really hot in the kitchen, like I get really lightheaded. I remember one time I was cooking and I actually had to go sit down and tell my husband to monitor the pot so it doesn't burn, because I cannot finish cooking because I felt like I was gonna pass out. And I'm okay like right after I eat. And the next thing is my nails. Oh my gosh, my nails, they grow so fast. They're actually very strong. Like they grow so fast, so as soon as I cut them, they grow right back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start putting, like I took a break from putting gel polish on them because I noticed it was making them look a certain way. So I'm gonna go back to using my gel polish or my dip powder on them, you know, just to make them look prettier. So yes, my nails, they grow really fast. And I don't know if this is a pregnancy symptom or what, but around like in January, I noticed that I cannot stop cleaning. Like I used to get up in late at night just to clean, just to cook for the next day, and like to make sides for the next day. Like on Saturdays, I used to get up and make sides for Sunday, and I'm like, what is going on? Like washing dishes, like I hate seeing the sink with dishes. I just clean. Like it went away, but it came back, and it goes away and it comes back, but I'm always cleaning. Like the little mess around me, it bothers me so much. So I don't know if that's like early sign of nesting or whatever, but I cannot stop cleaning, y'all. I cannot stop. I think me cleaning is gonna put me in labor, but I cannot stop cleaning. The next thing is like back pains. Like whenever I'm turning in bed or if I sit down for a long time, and whenever I get up, it's like the worst. Like lower back pain is getting me up. In January, I actually found out that my iron was low. My iron was like a 9.5. They said the lowest it should be is like a 11, and they said I was a 9.5, so I needed to start taking iron pills. And like recently, my last appointment, which was a few days ago, my doctor told me that I was actually anemic, and he told me make sure you're taking your iron pills. But when I just started taking my iron pills, it was making me nauseous, so I started taking them at night, like right after I eat my dinner. That's when I take it and go to bed, so it doesn't bother me. I'm actually anemic, so I'm trying to make sure I keep on top of my whole iron. so whenever I give birth I don't have to get a blood transfusion. So I bought some spinach to put in my smoothies, and if you're Jamaican you know what kalaloo is, so I've been cooking and eating my kalaloo. So the next thing is pelvic pain. Like I have really bad pelvic pain, especially when I lay down on my right side and I try to turn. Like whenever I'm on my right side I don't even want to turn, like I don't even want to move or anything. But at night when I have to get up to pee and I'm on my right side trying to get over, it's like I'm just gonna pee in this bed because it's so painful. Actually went away for a while, but I know it goes away and comes back, but hopefully it doesn't come back because it's really painful. The next thing is baby girl Blueberry. She's very active, like she's very active, and I actually try to catch her on camera. And I don't know if this is the thing with babies, but when you're moving and you try to get them on camera, it's like they stop. They know that you're recording them. It's like maybe you get you know, you get tense when you're trying to record them, so they know they're not comfortable no more, so they stop moving. So I don't know if that's the case, but she's very active, and I actually caught her moving. I actually caught her on camera a few times. I might insert a clip if I remember, but yeah, she's very active. Like this girl is so active. I don't know what's going on in there, but she is active. And you know, most babies, they're only active like when you're eating or when you drink something, but this girl, she's active she's active even when I'm not eating. She's active at night before bed. She's active as soon as I wake up. She's active when I'm taking a shower. Like I don't get a break at all. Like I can be sitting here watching TV or just eating or whatever, and I'm like, I just tap my husband, be like, look at this. He's like, ooh, did that hurt? I know, but you know, that was a big kick though. Another thing is, whenever I crave something, it's like a one-time thing. My cravings usually just last for like a week or a few days, so I could eat something for a whole week, but after that it's like, no, I don't want it. Like this week my craving is chocolate milk, the chocolate almond milk, so I've been drinking that this whole week. So yeah, I want to see what next week's craving is gonna be. Another update, like 30 weeks to like 31 weeks up until I give birth. I may have to do that update after I give birth, because I just have this little thing that baby girl is gonna come a little early, not like preterm early, but she's gonna come before her due date, not after. I'm gonna try to do another update before giving birth, but if I don't, you guys know what happened. I'm actually, like, a lot of people have been saying, is this your first kid? Are you scared? I'm actually not scared. Like every day I watch birthing vlogs, like labor and delivery vlogs, or stories on YouTube. So like every day I watch at least 3 of those videos on YouTube. So I feel like I already pushed out like 5 kids already. Because, you know, I'm just sitting here taking tips, like, okay, she did that, her breathing was well, her pushing was well, okay, all right, got it, you know. So I think I'm ready. I think I am ready. I'm gonna actually do a video preparing myself for labor, and I'm actually going to try to induce my labor if I get up to 37 weeks. Once I hit 37 weeks, that's when I'm gonna start doing things to, you know, induce my labor naturally. I am not gonna be drinking no midwife brew or none of that. I'm gonna try to do it naturally. Like, I'm gonna try to take walks in the afternoon with my husband so I can walk her down, and yeah. So I think that's it for this video, guys. If I leave out anything in this update, I'm gonna try to write it. Yes, so I'm just gonna show you guys my belly. Again, I said I'm 31 weeks right now. This shirt is way too small for me, so let me try to put it out a little more. This is my belly with my shirt on. This is what I look from the side, front way, and this is my belly with my shirt off. Trying to get her to kick on camera. Oh, and right here, I burned myself frying fish, so I'm never frying fish again. Anyway, guys, that's it for my 20 to 30 week update. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, guys. Bye.